From whale mouths to whale memories and Kiri's consequential connection, the Tsaheylu is on full display in Avatar: The Way of Water, and it's complicated beyond connection. When Avatar first came out in 2009, many were quick to draw comparisons between it and Pocahontas, or Dances with Wolves. The movie still managed to set itself apart in terms of its spectacular world building. James Cameron and his team created an entire world and language filled with new animals and customs, making the movie feel truly lived in. The Na'vi felt like a real civilization, complete with religion based on something real in the world of Pandora. The Na'vi worship Awa, which is based on the real neural connections that all of the fauna and flora on the planet remain connected to, and in Avatar: The Way of Water, they aren't as simple anymore. While in the first film, the Na'vi can tap into this Awa via the Tsaheylu, which requires them to connect their ponytails with other materials to allow them to feel and communicate with what the other plant or animal is feeling. However, there's much more to learn about this ability, and Avatar: The Way of Water reveals more ways the Na'vi can bond with those around them.
They'll be introduced to a new oceanic clan and an array of diverse aquatic creatures.
Bonding plays an important part in Avatar: The Way of Water, as Jake Sully and Neytiri ride mountain banshees to get around. Once the two take their family to the Metkayina clan, they learn how to bond with Ilus and Skimwings, which basically function as their forest-based counterparts, allowing the Na'vi to travel with ease. However, the main animal on display in The Way of Water is the Tolkun, which is a giant whale-like creature, but it has a very unique way of bonding. Instead of attaching to an outer exposed mechanism like in the first Avatar, the Na'vi must enter the Tolkun's mouth. Only there will they find the neural point, as we see with Loak and Payakan, a young Tolkun he befriends. However, Loak doesn't use his connection to control Payakan. Instead, he sees what Payakan saw on one fateful day, which just so happens to be the reason why the Metkayina and other Tolkuns want nothing to do with him. They view him as a killer, which goes against the Tolkun way. Up until this point, we hadn't seen that bonding could lead to such a phenomenon. Loak actually watches Payakan's memories, allowing greater depth and understanding within their bond. Kiri has her own unique experience with bonding, but with almost tragic consequences. Some kids from the Metkayina clan take Kiri to a special place in the reef where she can bond with a unique structure. When she connects to it, she receives an image in her head of her speaking to the human form of Dr. Grace Augustine. However, things take a dark turn when Kiri begins seizing underwater, forcing her new friends to take her to the surface for aid. It's unclear exactly why bonding caused Kiri to have a seizure in this instance, although Dr. Norm Spellman and Dr. Max Patel insisted it was a form of epilepsy with the bonding acting as a kind of trigger. Sigourney Weaver, who plays Kiri in the film, did say in an interview with Screen Rants that Kiri was more deeply connected to nature than others around her. So it's possible that had something to do with the reaction. As she explained, there is a scene where she talks about hearing Awa's breathing. Awa is why Kiri can hear things that other people don't hear. I think it makes Kiri quite uncomfortable, but I think because she's so sensitive to all of nature that she would also be sensitive to Awa. Clearly, there's more to bonding than simply being able to ride an animal around like a pony. With plenty of sequels reportedly on deck, chances are good we'll learn more about bonding in the years to come.